Well, what a lovely day. Well, today I think I'm just going to show you a quick little spiel, that little build. Well, I'm going to help a buddy of mine. We kind of did some horse trading and we kind of got a plan going. So it's one of these weird ideas I've had, and we're going to I'm going to help him along, figure out how to do it. I horse traded him a pickup, but in exchange he's basically going to be building an older style hot rod. That's the idea. What we're doing though is, it's an idea I've always had, is turning a pickup cab and making a coupe out of it. So like a 30s coupe. This will be like an early 40s, I guess. So the idea is we're going to chop this. We're going to put some rear quarters on. And by chopping it, I'm going to change the profile just so this truck does not look like it's a pickup truck with some car quarters on the back. So that's the idea. I don't know how well everything's going to work yet, but I kind of have the idea in my head, so we're gonna go with it. So yeah, we're gonna do this truck quarters. The idea is to chop the top, I don't know, probably maybe 3 inches. I'm gonna bring the back of the quarter out so the window looks more natural, and if we have to, we'll change the window just so everything flows right. But yeah, so I have over this away, I have a set of quarters that we're going to use. I think I have an axle. I have this chassis. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. This was like some Essex or something. So I have this chassis. We'll strip the body off. It's got the right shapes and bits that we need, so, or at least I think we do. We'll find out as we get there. I'm not too concerned about the chassis at this point. I want to basically just get the rest of the body bits right. But anyways, let me get over there first. Get these lazy too. Huh? Look at those guys. So in my pile of random stuff, I have a bunch of wishbones. So we'll grab a set of these. I have some axles and stuff in the shed, so I'm gonna see what I all got. These are the quarters that I plan to use. These fenders were the ones from the box on the General, so they're good for something. But I got these weird quarters. I think they're from a Packard or something, I'm not sure. I'm on the fence how this is all going to work out yet, how this body line and things are going to go. But I'm willing to give it a shot, and we'll see, right? Never know till you try. So I'm thinking what the plan is, I'm going to leave the truck cab, leave the back of the cab in, keep these separated. So when we do the fuel tank and all this stuff, we're just going to separate the two cabs. The cab to the trunk. We'll have to make a trunk lid for it, because I don't have any of that. We'll figure out our suspension, all that jazz. Probably gonna 4-bar or do something like that, because we'll probably use like a modernish diff, but we do want to keep it with the buggy spring and all that stuff up in the front. I might have a spring, I'm not sure, with all my stuff around here. I will have to dig around. So I do have a spring there. There's a broken spring there, but I need a set of wishbones regardless. But I might grab one of these because they're just the smaller bones. I kind of like to keep the longer bones for myself. Anyways, we'll see. I might have a set in the shop too. But I know that quarters are going to go on the back of that truck cab. So that's the idea. It's going to be an open wheel. And we need to find an axle, some brakes for them. Pretty much get most of the things together until we figure out the body part. So I'm going to go dig around in one of my part sheds. I'm experimenting with this idea. I have some F1 brakes from the old F1 trucks. I think this is them, I think. But anyways, I need the spindles. We're going to see if I can use, I'm pretty sure these will fit on a on a Model A axle, but I have to confirm that. So we will shortly find out. I'll grab one of mine off the shelf and we'll see if this works. So I have a couple drop axles that I've done. Well, there's two of them for sure up here. I'm gonna grab one of these. And I'm gonna find some kingpins, because it's roughly about a 3-inch drop. It's about all I can do with my jig. I guess I could redo it to do more, but I don't know. I'm fine with that. So now I'm gonna find some kingpins. Oh, I do have a set of wishbones up there, so I'll grab a set of those, and we'll mock this up a little bit. So there we go. We got a couple sets here. Those ones are got a little bit of a wowie in it, so we'll grab the straight ones. All right. Kingpins. I'm pretty sure, well, I got kingpins back there. For some reason, I recall having some pins in here. Maybe not. Be a disaster if somebody else had to find all my stuff, because I know what I have. I have these, but these are not what we want to do with this particular car. So I must have some somewhere else here. I knew I have those, and then I'll have some other random bits over here. So maybe this is the section I should have looked first. Oh, there we go. A set of those should be usable. Oh, these are not the good style either. Dang it. I want the ones with the spring perch on it. Well, I'll keep digging. When I find all my junk, I'll bring you guys back. I think I gotta get this nub off first, because we're gonna have to do a loop style steering with this. If these work, I should try putting the other side first just to make sure. What I'm using is F1 pickup brakes, so I think they'll work on the axle, but I could be wrong, so we'll find out here. I've never looked this up, so I'm not sure if I'm doing... Ugh. Looks like it would work. Except for this bit. This does not fit in there. Are the original truck ones smaller? Ooh, they are. Alright. I'm using a random kingpin set I had, so I might have to just get some pins for this axle. Well, it's not bad. That looks right. Can't say I've ever done it, but it looks right. The angle's right on it. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this thing in the vise. I'm gonna pull this arm out. It's not gonna do me any good on this particular truck or car, whatever I'm making. Anyways, let me get this in. I'm gonna hammer this off, and I'll assemble the other side there yet. I will have to dig around, so this drop Well, it's not terrible. It'll work. The axles look right though. I don't know. I'm imagining, I can't remember now if there was like some loop that went underneath there. So I have to dig that out because I don't think the steering arm pin was on here. Or was it? Oh, it was too. Okay. Interesting. So this bugger will have to go on there. Is that why people don't use them? I don't know. I don't know. I'll see if I have a crappy one first. Well, this is no good to me anyways, but if I was to do push-pull steering, would this work? Not so much. Not so much. Yeah, that's not going to work good. But maybe it'll work for the steering portion of it if I just cut this off. And then we put a hoop up on top. I think my other car came with that. Okay. So we need this. We know that much of my total experiment here. I'm going to cut this off. Who cares? Stick it in there because we can always bend this down so they kind of line up under the axle properly. We have to find bearings and stuff for this, but I'm pretty sure these are the hubs for it. And then I have drums, backing plates and drums for it, so that's a win. I think all the bearings, everything are in here. They just got to get cleaned up. Sure looks like they're all in there. Yep. But I'll let Buddy Boy do those. I'll cut this. I'll see if I have a hoop that fits on there. For some reason, I think I got a spare one with that other Model T stuff. So I'm going to go dig in the shed some more, see if I can find all the little bits. Alrighty, so I found a bunch of backing plates. I'm pretty sure these are Ford F1 stuff. So that's good, because that matches those. This was that doodad I got with my other kit. And it looks like it fits perfectly on there. So that'll be for our push-pull. I don't know which way that's supposed to go. I guess that'd be right that way. And that just bolts onto there. So that's good. So I'm going to cut this arm off because I don't need that now. And then we can use these hubs. Well, I don't know if that was just harder than I thought. That saw took a little while to cut through that. Anyways, we'll get that thing in place here. We'll snug that thing back in there. And at least the doodads are in place, or they're supposed to be anyways. Okay, well, we have a semi-mocked up front end. I'm going to let him do the bearings and stuff. And he can put the backing plates on. I don't care, really the bearings in it can just be a roller, that's the big one. But essentially it looks like we've got everything we need for the front end here. So it's going to technically be a push-pull, so that's not a big deal. We can deal with that. It's set up for the spring over. Not sure how he wants to do the front end. I'm guessing that, maybe not. If he wants to go through the bones and go like spring behind or something, we can do that too. I have bits to do that. Then we'll just change the bones out to some heavier bones. But then I have some crappier pins that I can use because the threads are screwed up. But they're good that you could drill and stick it through and then weld it in. But I don't know what way we're going here yet. So for now, we kind of have a front end mocked up. That's cool. What I should do is just get the body in just for kicks and giggles. I don't know when he's coming or wants to start mucking around with it. But I wouldn't mind, even outside, just mocking the body and the rear quarters and see what it actually looks like, how far off everything is. That'd be cool. And yeah, I'll see where we go from there. Alrighty, let's go get some stuff. Plan is to dig out the truck and then dig out those quarters and kind of mock it up in the ground out there somewhere. Well, it's not fully what I envisioned it, but it's an idea. So that line's way low. You might extend the quarters up to that belt line, probably, and then we could extend the quarter down. It's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I almost have to draw a doodle what I thought. I figured I wanted to get this thing close to here. Not happening, but if I can get it in the vicinity, that won't be too bad. They go up here, bring this down, this quarter will come. Instead of the quarter ending like at the bottom of the cab, it's going to end up high, which I'm not a big deal. We could always change this profile, bring this back up a little bit, so it has like a 30s Chevy coupe kind of thing where the fuel tank would have been out the back. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we leave that package like that section the way it is, so we bring it up. When we chop the roof, we bring the roof out to where the trunk pan would come, so you'd have this nice taper to it. So what I really got to do is this thing should get chopped up. I should bring this up higher because, I mean, I have the visual. A lot of people don't, and the fella I'm horse trading with might not either. So I got to cut the pan out of that thing. We'll bring it up, see what it looks like, how close we are, and how coupey it looks. Right now it looks like a truck with a weird quarter panel on it. But I'm pretty sure once I fill in the back, you got to imagine this thing coming at a slope like this here, and you got to take some of that roof out. So once this thing comes down about 3 inches or so, I bet you everything's going to just work cherry. I'm not sure. I guess I got to cut that stuff out. I got to cut that floor pan out so we can lift that body up a little bit, even if we put it on blocks. I think it'll help the visual. And then this is here. This section here is just going to be filled, so it's just going to be like the rear quarter panel. Should be a neat build. Man, it looks kind of small though, eh? It's like that thing should be much longer. We'll chop it up a little bit here without wrecking everything and see what we got. I don't know, it still seems small. Maybe because the cab's still too tall? I mean, that's a little jacked up, a little high. That should be a little more square, but... And then this would be filled. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. Doesn't seem right. I mean, whatever. I don't know. Like, it's a toughie. I'll have to shoot him a picture, see what he thinks. Worst case, we can always go with option 2, and that is to take whatever this is, an Essex, Hudson. Take this body, shorten it up into a pickup, and use it. Yeah, this hot rod was a buddy of mine. We'd found it in a creek out by his place. It was a 4-door sedan. I think the idea of it at the time was to make it a family rig, so the back doors are going to be suicide. And then the front was whatever, they're just regular doors. But I had changed that 30s truck that I got by the barn there. I had taken the back off of it to get a nice oval window and stuff in the back. So I'm not sure what we're doing with it, but maybe this is a better body style for those rear quarters. But I'll let the other fella decide. Not a big deal. This one's sitting here. Well, either way, this is going to be a slower project because this is not one I'm doing. I'm basically it's a buddy of mine. He's going to be coming by and slowly building this. I'm going to help him along. I'm pretty sure he wants to do the most of the work, so I just have the equipment and stuff like that. And so this is pretty much where this one's going to stay at. I'm going to wait for my buddy to come by and he's going to go check it out. I don't know if he's going to go this route or we're going to go that Essex with these quarters. But I'll let him decide which way he wants to go. One way is this idea, and then the other one is, I think if we take that sedan, I can kind of make it into a 5-window coupe with these quarter sections. So I don't know, I'll let him decide which way he wants to go. Alrighty, well, I put that one back because buddy had a look at it and he's not seeing it either, so that's cool. I think it would work good if I had bigger quarters, but those were just way too small. Anyways, I pulled this one out and I dragged the rear quarters up to it, and I think it suits this body way better. The only thing is, you're looking at this thing huge. He's thinking 3-window. I think when he sees this again, he's gonna kind of agree with me on making it a 5-window. But, I don't know. Not a big deal either way. But I think this looks so much better. I mean, whatever. I see it already. I don't think I'm gonna do the, like, this one doesn't need the, you can't extend the back out. Like, you'd leave the back up pretty tall, so this would come in. But I think like making it like a 5-window, a 5-window that I believe it's an Essex or a Hudson. I don't know. They're kind of the same, but basically a car they never made. That'd be kind of cool. And anyways, hey pup, what say you? I think that's where I'm going to leave this one until we get some more done. There'll be some updates happening. She's going to get built here. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.